At first, anyone I told was like, you're crazy, how's that going to happen? I'm like, I don't know. Hey loves, welcome back again to my YouTube channel. My name is Valerie, and if this is your first time here, you are so welcome. And if you're returning, hey girl, what's up? So in today's video, we're going to be talking about, I think, one of the most questions I've gotten in the past few months, I think especially since 2020, and it's how did I get into tech. So I'm going to be sharing how I got into tech and how you can do that too as we're entering a new year. So without yapping too much, let's get right into this video. So I'm just going to start off with my background. I will just start off this video by saying that I do have a computer science background. However, I did not do technical related jobs after my first few years of graduating. So I do have a computer science background, but most of the career experience that I have had has been in project management and marketing. Although I've been sort of lucky to do this in both tech firms and non-tech firms, right? So during my internship while I was in university, I worked as an operations intern slash junior products manager at a financial technology company, well actually at a healthcare company. And then I went on after school to hold my first job as a project management associate at a fashion community, as well as digital marketing roles that I've also held at a digital media company. So a lot of my work is in marketing. I said that's true. So how did I get into tech? I feel like from the beginning, from the jump from school, I knew that I did not want to write code. Like, I didn't want to be a programmer. It was something that I just knew from the jump, because even while studying my computer science degree and we would get projects to do, I would thrive in projects that required interactions with human beings or being creative more than projects that just required hardcore technical work. Not that I cannot be technical, I can, but it's not my strongest suit. So I was always thinking, like, how do I combine these two things to get me the best that I can do? So I did a lot of research. Initially, I tried to pursue a business analysis course because I'm very into business, into growth of businesses and all of that, but that didn't quite click. Next up, I decided that I was going to pursue something called human computer interaction, which is a form of, I think, product design, because you're thinking about how things in general are designed so that people can use them better, which was super cool, but it didn't really click as something that I wanted to be doing long term. After talking to people, listening to things, doing research, I eventually discovered product management. And after I discovered product management, that was when I finally realized that I wanted to be in tech doing this, and that is where my journey in tech actually began. So the first role I had was a product marketing role. In this role, my job was to understand all the technical jargon stuff and then communicate it to the users in the easiest way that they can understand, using like marketing speak and marketing mediums. So while in that role, I did that for about 1 year and 6 months, and I just realized that, you know what, I need something that's more hands-on, more technical. I wanted to really be in tech because my goal is to become a product manager. I'm not yet a product manager, but I do want to become a product manager. So I prayed about it, and something just told me that in June 2021 I was no longer going to be in my current role. At first, anyone I told was like, you're crazy, how's that going to happen? I'm like, I don't know. I'm also going to be debunking a few myths about working in tech, and the first one is that you need a degree. You actually don't need a degree to work in tech, but then it depends on how you want to come in. So for things like programming, it's usually about like hard skills, not soft skills or like things you'd have picked up with other things you've done in life. So take that with a pinch of salt. Another thing is that you need to know how to code. I think that this role that I'm working in is the first role where I'm writing any type of language, and I've had 2 tech jobs. Well, I've not had a lot, but You guys get the drill. So you don't need to know how to code. Learning how to code depends on what kind of job that you want to go for. Maybe I'll make another video speaking about the kind of jobs that don't require coding. So now that I've spoken to you guys about my background and all, I'm just going to share with you tips on what you need to do if you want to get into tech. The first one is research. Research roles, research the skills that you already have, skills that you've gotten from the current job that you're doing, and find what jobs in tech require those skills. Because in tech, every job, we have people who are finance people, we have legal people, we have content creators, we have everything in tech. So just find out the skills that you've gotten from your current job and how you can apply that in tech. The second thing that I would say to do is to pick a niche. There are different things. If you try to get into tech with doing everything at once, you will lose your mind. So decide if 1, do you want to do crypto, or 2, do you want to do fintech, or 3, do you want to do like social media, so things like Facebook, Instagram. Is that what you want to do? Decide on a niche and try to find out and learn as much as you can about that niche. The third thing is creating a learning plan. So when I said that I wanted to become a product manager, one thing that one of my mentors and friends did for me was he created a Google Sheet with different courses that I needed to take, with the skills that I need to learn from those courses. And now whenever I'm doing something, I'm thinking, which of these skills have I applied? So that's something you should do. So create a learning plan. Your learning plan could be 3 months, it could be 6 months, it could be 12 months, depending on your goals and depending on what you're trying to achieve. After doing that, the next thing you want to do is networking. So go out, speak to people, connect with people, share, saying this is what you're interested in, this is what you're trying to achieve, this is what industry you're trying to get into, especially people who are already in the industry that you are trying to get into, and they would help you. The next thing that you should do is join a community. There are different communities for different things. There's design communities, there's product communities, there's data communities like the SQL tribe. I'm going to link some communities in the description box actually, depending on what you're interested in. So join these communities and contribute in the best possible way, because that way you can start to show the kind of work that you can do. You can also build networks, and you just have people who are committed to your growth as well. It can be difficult starting to speak about things because you feel like you might not have enough knowledge. I for one struggled with this for the longest time, but the moment I started to speak about some of the things that I was working on, some of the cool exciting things that I was doing and working on, it changed the game for me. Because the first job that I got in tech, in like post-graduation, was because someone literally said, I want this person to come in so that you guys can speak to her. I did not apply for that role. And the last and final tip, as always, is be consistent. What usually makes a difference are the little things that you do every day. So what are you learning? How are you trying to learn? What are you reading? I feel like I'm at a point in my life where I'm doing so much learning and so much reading because I do not even know half the stuff that I'm supposed to know. So don't worry, just take it easy. You got this. I hope these tips were really helpful, and I hope you learned from my story. If you have any other specific questions about working in tech, leave a comment below and I will try my possible best to answer. Until next time, see you in my next video. Bye, loves.
Merry Christmas, baby.